What's up, y'all? It's Chandy Ray, and I'm tuning in today because I want you to do this every single day. This is something that I try to do every day. Some days I do forget, but for the most part, this is a part of my lifestyle, and I want to share it with you. The power of visualization is so serious that it can either take you to where you want to be or put you in a place that you don't want to be, just by the power of sitting still and seeing yourself either where you want to be or where you don't want to be. It's that powerful. So it brings me to a story. I think this was right before COVID came. This is how powerful visualization is, and why I use it in my life. Even before this story, I would do this practice, and the results, I'm sitting in the results right now of a visualization practice. So I remember right before COVID, I was laying in my bed. I had to go to the salon that day, but I decided, you know what, I'm sitting up in the bed. I usually would go out on my patio and lay out on my mat or sit in my chair and do a visualization or meditation exercise. But this day, I'm like, no, I'm sitting up in my bed and I'm going to do the visualization sitting in my bed. And I had this big old window in my apartment, and I said to myself, I'm going to pretend that I'm sitting in my bed in the place that I want to be, and I'm looking out of the window in the place that I want to be. The place I wanted to be was Dallas, Texas, okay? And I wanted to be here so bad. You hear what I said? I wanted to be here so bad, which means the vision was manifested. That I sat in my bed and I had to go through all the steps of what it would take to get here. I had to see it in my mind. I had to visually create the situation of me walking in the place or walking in the state. What did the weather feel like? How did I feel now that I was here? What did I have on? What did I look like? What were the people saying to me? What did it look like? I had to visualize every single step, and I had to be strategic about it. And so when I was sitting up in Dayton, Ohio, well, I lived in Centerville, Ohio. While I was sitting up in my bed, I had this feeling that came over me where I just felt overwhelmed with just joy, okay? And I knew that this was going to happen for me. And that's the first step. You have to know that it's going to happen for you. You can't be something like, well, I think that I can make this happen. I hope. No, it has to be a knowing. And when you know, you know. So I'm sitting up in the bed and I'm like, okay, how am I gonna make this happen? I want to be sitting up in my bed in Texas one day and say, I remember when I was sitting up in my bed in Ohio wishing for this. And so I sat there, I visualized everything. I saw myself sitting in my apartment. I went through the steps of how I wanted my apartment to look, all of these different things, okay? After I came out of that meditation and visualization practice, I got on the phone. I felt something in my spirit just kind of nudge me, start calling apartments. You can't just sit there and dream and visualize and see it. You have to have action steps. So I took action. I picked up the phone. I went to Google. I looked up different apartments. I started searching on YouTube. And I just wanted to see what was it like when people moved and where did they live and what area. And so I called a few apartments. I set appointments. I didn't even have a flight or a ticket to come and, see anything. Then I said, you know what? Let me just do virtuals because I don't know when I can make it. So I started to do virtual tours. And long story short, when I finished that visualization exercise, I ended up coming to Texas to visit. And when I was here, I went to go look at this apartment with a friend. And the funny part is, she was already living here, and we were going looking at apartments for her. And when I looked at this apartment, it happened to be I'm walking through this apartment, y'all. Everything is like, I'm like, this looks so familiar. Well, guess what? It's the apartment that I had looked at, the apartment that I wanted, that I was sitting in my bed visualizing about, that I picked up the phone, called, and got a virtual tour set up for. I was actually there. I didn't even know it. I had actually been getting the tour by the guy that I was on the phone with. And so that was like a moment for me, like, oh my God, like, you are literally walking in a vision right now. So turns out I didn't move into that apartment. I was there for someone else. She didn't move into that apartment. But the fact that I had already visualized it, took the action steps, and then I was literally walking in that vision was like mind-blowing for me. So, hold on. I'm getting excited because here it is 4 years later, and I am literally living in a dream and a vision that I had for myself, and I'm talking about it. And so let me slow down so I don't want to forget anything. So when it was time for me to pack up and leave, I got this feeling that came over me. I didn't need anyone's permission. I didn't ask anybody anything. I literally got up and I left. It's so funny. My daughter and my mother, they tell me to this day, like, you literally left a whole apartment. Mind you, prior to me leaving my apartment, I had just acquired, like, furnished the apartment. It had it just the way I wanted it. It looked amazing to me. And I was asking God to take me to another state, but I was preparing to live in the state that I was in by furnishing my home. And when it came time for God to move me, he didn't tell me he was moving me first. He had me to say, you're going to give away your furniture. Well, I didn't know I was, let me back up. I knew that I was moving, but I had the idea that I was moving my furniture with me. And when God told me that he was making me give my furniture away, I was like, no, I love my furniture. Like, I don't want to give my furniture away. And so then when I came to grips with that, I wasn't very happy about that. I ended up giving my furniture away, and I heard God speak to me in that moment. He was saying, you're asking me to elevate you and take you to new levels, and you're still trying to hold on to old things. And even though you think those things are new, you think the furniture is new, it symbolizes that you're not really ready to move. It symbolizes that you think that this is the best that I can do for you. If you're holding on so tightly, holding on to for dear life, for something, to keep something, that means you think that that's the best that I can do. And when I got that revelation that this is not the best that I can do, go ahead, open your hands, give it away, and watch the way that I'm going to bless you, and watch what I'm going to give to you. I have a bigger vision. And it also symbolized that in that particular season of my life, my vision was stunted. I couldn't see past that setup in my apartment. I couldn't see, nothing was better than that. And that's sad that you don't have a vision to go further. And so when I had to give away the furniture, I finally got to the part when I got the revelation that this is not the best that God can do. When I got that revelation, I gladly let go. I didn't pack it up. I left it there for my daughter to come get. Excuse me. I left it for my daughter to come get everything. It was time to go. I was ready to go, and I got in my car. Whatever I could fit in my car. And I don't advise this to everyone, but this is what I had to do, and this is what I did. I fit everything in the car. I had a friend help me pack it up, put it in the car, and I was on my way. 16 hours, came to Texas, stayed with a friend for about a month and a half, and I was in my own apartment. And then this is the second apartment that I'm in now since living here in Texas. But I visualized that whole thing, and I'm going to share some video with you on when I would come in town and I would drive and I would see the big skyscrapers and I would see the lights and I would just be like, it was this feeling I had. It was something about the atmosphere here in Texas. And I kept saying, I gotta be here. I gotta be in this atmosphere. It's calling me. And so when I got here, even today, when I drive, I still say, I cannot believe I live in Texas. I can't believe this is my home now. And it all started from visualization. So I want you to do this every day. Whatever it is that you want to do or want to have in your life, I need you to take time out, sit up in your bed or wherever you need to sit. And I need you to close your eyes, take a deep breath. I need you to focus in. I want you to create a movie in your eyes. While your eyes are closed, I want you to create a movie. I want you to get yourself to that place where you want to be. If you're wanting to move like me, or you want a situation to change in your life, I need you to see it for what you want it to be, not for what it is. And I need you to walk through all the steps strategically. I need you to see yourself. I need you to picture what it is you want to have on when this thing occurs, whatever it is. I need you to know what the weather is. I need you to see yourself walking down the street and just put yourself in the movie. It has to be, you have to give your life direction and tell it where to go, or else it doesn't know what to do. It's just gonna be on a hamster wheel, just doing the daily routines. But if you give your life a vision, you have a vision for your life and you give it instruction, then it's going to follow that pathway. Okay, so I hope that I said something that could provoke you to do a visualization exercise and really see yourself where you want to be, because the bottom line is, if you can dream about it and if it comes into your mind, then that means that it can be done. So nothing that comes here, it can't present itself out here. It absolutely can, and you're capable. And I just need you to have the belief of someone who may have done it already, like myself. If you don't believe it for you yet, watch this video again. Believe my story. See that my story came to fruition. It happened. And then take that belief and put it in yourself, okay? So that's just what I want to share. I want you to do this every single day. Figure out what it is you need to do to get to the place where you want to be. And it's not just about sitting down and visualizing what that looks like, but you have to have a lifestyle that's dedicated to doing things that make you feel good, because that plays a big part. You can look at stuff all day, but if you don't feel good, guess where your vision's going? Your vision's going to somewhere that it doesn't need to be. And then guess what's manifesting? That thing. So you have to put yourself in a position to where you are creating a lifestyle for yourself on the daily basis, that you're doing things that make you feel good, make you feel confident, that make you believe in yourself and build your self-worth, okay? So you have to start caring about your body, caring about what you're eating, caring about what you're watching, caring about what you're listening to, caring about who you're surrounded by. Your lifestyle is going to be the result of the outcome of your vision and your dream ultimately. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all today. Again, I am living in a vision that I created over 4 years ago. I live in Dallas, Texas, and North Dallas, and if it was possible for me, it's possible for you, and you can do this for every single thing that you want to see yourself do in your life. And so I'm going to share this with you. This is one of the affirmations that I've been saying every morning. to share the whole thing, but part of it, I just want you to say to yourself, I have unlimited access to abundance in the form of wealth. And what is wealth? Wealth is not money. Wealth is so vast. Wealth can be money, but we want to start with a good foundation. Wealth can be health first. So I say I have unlimited access in the form of wealth when it comes to my health. From the inside out, my bodily functions the way that God designed for it to function. I have unlimited access in the form of relationships. I am being connected to people who are in alignment with my lifestyle, who can elevate me, and that there can be an exchange that I elevate them. And this is all as it aligns to who God wants me to be with. I have unlimited access in the form of financial blessings and monetary blessings. I have unlimited access to large sums of money that come into my account every single day. Okay, and I'm a good steward over my finances, so I have unlimited access to wisdom. I have unlimited access to, what is the word? Discernment. I discern what God will allow me to discern in the moments. Okay, so it's just so many other things that I say, and you just got to speak life into yourself and talk to yourself, love on yourself. I hug myself every single day. I tell myself, I'm proud of you, Chandy. I'm proud of you. You don't know my story. You don't know where I've been. You only know parts of what I've shared with you, but there is so much more, and I'll be tuning in to share more about me so that you can learn about my story. And then I cannot wait to invite you on to Tell Your Story Soundbites of Life on my podcast so that I can talk to you and you can share your story with the world and be impactful. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I hope you enjoy your day and have a great day on purpose. The world is waiting on you. A lot of people don't know how goofy I am, but I was fighting myself on the part when I first started the video. I was like, I want you to do this every day. I wanted to say every day, every day, every